Good morning, everyone. I look silly because of this. My throat, I'm getting better, but I think the last thing that's gonna get it better is my voice. It is Professional Development Day, and I love these days, even though some people don't. In my district, as a PE teacher, we actually have PDs for PE teachers. So far, the PDs that I went to as a PE teacher, we did the archery last year, like literally last year. And then another PD, we did skateboarding. So we learned how to skateboard and I was terrified. And I'm not good at skateboarding, like I am not. It was kind of embarrassing. You know, PE teachers, it's just, I feel like for us, I feel like we have pretty fun PDs because we get to use these PDs and then teach our kids what we learned. I haven't done archery yet because I do go to 2 schools and I'm just like, I could like do archery in one school for like a month, or because I only see one class per week. But the thing is, I'm only there like half the week, and then the rest of the week the teachers teach PE. So I feel like the things that, like the equipment and stuff, it would just not be it. It would just be everywhere, and I don't know, I just don't like it. I haven't taught archery yet. I'm gonna wait until if I one day can teach in one school, because that way it'll be so much easier. I don't know what we're gonna do today, but PE related, which so important because I know a lot of PE teachers, when they have PD days, they have to go to like PDs where they do reading or math stuff, which does not relate to them at all. So I'm very grateful that my district sets aside, like, you know, have PDs for specific, you know, specifically for PE teachers, specifically for music teachers, and all that stuff. But anyways, so I don't know what we're gonna do today, but I'll let you know later. And then my afternoon PD is a behavior de-escalation training, and teachers get to choose whether you want to do trauma-informed practice or something. But I've been to so many trauma-informed practices from preschool to elementary that I'm like, and I feel like we just had a trauma-informed one. But anyways, I picked the behavior de-escalation because I feel like that is more useful. I do want to talk about like a little bit about behaviors, student behaviors, and I know it's not happening in my school. It's happening to a lot of schools, not just like here in Oregon, but everywhere else as well. And I know behaviors has been there for a long time, but nowadays, the way we handle behavior is completely different. This might depend on your school district, like how they handle behaviors and stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these kids are not afraid of their own parents. I'm still low-key afraid of my mom, but I mean, she's my best friend. Like, we're so close. And the way she raised me was, there's different parenting styles. Authoritative, I'm gonna put it right here. That's how she raised me, and I think that's how I would want to raise my kids. But so far, being a teacher is my birth control, honestly, because some of these kids definitely are not afraid. And it is pretty sad because I feel like nowadays, this is not just here, okay? It's happening everywhere. Schools we don't have consequences anymore. A lot of schools don't have consequences anymore. Parents don't hold their students accountable for what they've done. Usually parents blame other things besides their kids. And then, which is like so sad because teachers and parents should be teams. They should be partners when it comes to helping their kids, their students. And I feel like nowadays it lacks. And if you're a teacher and if you relate to this and if you want to share something, please, like relating to student behavior and how it is nowadays, please leave them in the comments because I would love to know, because I know this is not happening just here. There's just some things I don't agree with when it comes to student behavior and how we handle things. And I know I'm not the only one, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I am grateful that most of my students are great, right? They like listen the first, second, maybe sometimes third time. But you know, just a few students, and it's not their fault. It's not the students' fault. Kids, they watch, they learn, and they watch. And I feel like COVID made it worse, honestly. It brought a lot of trauma. It brought a lot of trauma in the house. And we're seeing it a lot at school. If you can relate, please comment down below, because I feel bad for some of these classroom teachers, because obviously they're the one with the kids longer and they talk to the parents more. I only see my students once a week, or each class once a week for 45 minutes. But anything can happen in 45 minutes. Anything can happen in 5 minutes. So I am going to eat breakfast and then gonna go to work. Here is the outfit of the day, PE teacher outfit. This is my Adidas gray hoodie and my maroon Adidas pants, and I'm just gonna wear my white Adidas shoes. I don't know if I should change a sweater because it's gonna be 70 degrees, but I don't have students today, because if I had students today I would not wear this because I'd be sweating. But since I'm just like, I don't even know, should I change it? I might change it. I might. I'm thinking about it. Because if I'm getting hot right now, it's gonna get hot later. And I don't know what I'm gonna do for my PE, PD. I know we're gonna be doing something. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change. Okay, it's like the same color. And I know it looks like a sweater, but this is more lighter and airy. And the other one was way too thick. And this one, it feels like I'm like floaty and I won't get as sweaty easily. This is the fit. All right, back home and had a good day. And I spent most of my day with other PE teachers, which is really nice because I love when we get to come together and just like chat, hang out, vent, and just, you know, talk about PE teaching stuff. Oh my gosh, the AC just went on. Anyways, our PE PD was speed stacking, and that was my first time ever speed stacking, and I don't remember doing it in PE. I don't think we've ever done speed stacking when I was in elementary, but I definitely want to try speed stacking. It's way too loud. Oh my gosh, hold on. I turned it off for a little bit, but anyways, I want to try speed stacking because it was so fun just practicing and doing it with the other PE teachers. I didn't realize that there's actually like videos that you can just put it in, like put on the projector and just have the kids follow that. I definitely need to figure out how to use a projector in the gym, because I tried doing it last year but I didn't know how to work it. But this year my goal is to try to work the projector so that way I can use it sometimes. After our speed stacking PD, I went and ate lunch with another PE teacher in my this district, and it's nice to talk to somebody who's also in the same position and can relate to you, or you can relate to them. We had lunch at this coffee place. I think it's called Coffee Plant Roasters. And if you're in Eugene, like if you go to U of O, University of Oregon, you should definitely check it out, Coffee Plant Roasters. It's so cute. They have really good food, good coffee. So it was nice to just relax there for lunch. And then we went to our behavior de-escalation training, which was interesting, but it's nice to just hear other PE teachers and how we can implement, because most of the scenarios were in classroom settings, but we made it to fit PE. And it's nice to hear other ideas from other PE teachers. And yeah, I just love PD days. PD days are my favorite. My favorite. It's Friday, so that means it's another episode of this Lord of the Rings of Power. And let me tell you, I am not into Lord of the Rings. Brandon is. And if it wasn't for him, I would not be watching this. It's very interesting. And I've never watched Lord of the Rings, like any of the movies, until Brandon. So I've watched The Hobbit. I didn't watch all The Hobbit. I watched one of them. I feel like every day we have a show. Like yesterday was Thursday and we watched She-Hulk. And honestly, if it wasn't for Brandon, I would not be watching Marvel movies or shows. But it's like, Marvel, like what? I freaking love Marvel movies now because of him, because he introduced it to me. And so Wednesday, what did we watch Wednesday? No, Thursday we watched She-Hulk. Friday we watched Lord of the Rings. Sunday we watched The House of Dragons. And if it wasn't for Brandon, I would not be watching like Game of Thrones, but I'm obsessed with Game of Thrones now. Ever since like 2017 when he introduced it to me. And I already watched Game of Thrones like twice already, like the whole season and stuff. And if you're not watching House of Dragons and you're into, like, I mean obviously if you're into Game of Thrones you would be watching House of Dragons. And then what do we watch on Wednesday? Because I know there's another show that we watch. I feel like every day we have like a specific show to watch, except Monday, Tuesdays. Oh, Wednesday we watched the Star Wars, Andor. I'm not into Star Wars, but I think that was called Andor, the show, Star Wars show. But again, like, he introduced me to all of these things. Now that like I'm pretty into it. I'm more into the House of Dragons though. Lord of the Rings, it's okay for me because I don't really get it. I'm getting hungry now, so hopefully he's definitely gonna be here soon because he texted me. But oh my gosh, October though, there's like no days off. The only days off that we have is a PD day, which is like only one day in October. That's gonna be rough. But November, there's gonna be a lot of breaks. December, a lot of breaks, so can't be too mad about it. I feel like a lot of my vlogs are repetitive, so if you are, I do want to like obviously do some content that's useful and that would be helpful. So if you want me to do a specific video relating to PE teaching or even like just lifestyle and stuff, like let me know, because I feel like a lot of my content is repetitive and I don't want it to be repetitive. Just let me know if you're interested. Oh, he's here. Got the good stuff? Look at this giant burrito. It's like so big. You can't really tell from the camera, but it's heavy. I'm gonna eat half of this and then save the other half for tomorrow.